to go on a quest to find the answer for it. So trying to get the 7 p.m. over to the right hand side using Flexbox. So they started by recommended flex. So let's refresh the page. They started by recommended flex. So we display flex, which turns things into a column, into a row, sorry. Wait, is that the wrong thing I applied to? Sorry. Started with displaying. My things I get so weird. So they said the display flex to get it into a row. But once they got it into a row, they never know how to move one of the content from one place to the right hand side. So we're trying to Google to find the answer to this question. So guys, any more creative ideas?
What about stretch in?
Stretch in?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe the stretch a thing in Flexbox? So no, a lot of it will be based on what you know of Flexbox. So you probably want to keep it in line with what you're trying to achieve. Similar to what we're doing, So like this now. We're saying I want to. So there's another answer here, so align it to the right. Align it to the right. All right. So why not float it to the right? Can we try that? Maybe if we float to the right, they go to the right. Maybe. You want to try that?
No, don't try to move.
Now I can move, right? Why is it not moving?
Yeah, so, space between,
You have space between. You
but
want to
how
try
far
that?
is space between the base? I think if you can space, then you can align it after.
All right. So that would be approach view, right?
Mm.
So I display flex and we want to justify the content. Space between. All right. Oh, right. So the same over there is on the night. So what is outer place now?
The name.
The name. So now we have another problem now, right?
You could have put the justify and space between the name and the 7 o'clock instead of the info. Oh, this never part of this now.
Come again. Talk to me now. Yes, sir.
I was thinking about put the justify between the 7 o'clock and the name itself.
Justify between.
Mm-hmm.
So we probably want a container for them two here then.
Yeah.
Are you sure you want a container then?
The best way you could have tried, I container them, like put this back, then container them, justify it.
That kind of heavy, Kind of heavy, But we could try it the way I say. All right. So we'll say we have the name, and we'll have. So I'll just create a container for them thing. So we can group them. But we want to apply the same to the two of them. All right. Let's refresh. So we did never apply the star, so we could display it. So I get wild. And so we did create a container for them. And they just say, alright, so the image created a new problem, but you say we're going to justify the two of them.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you say apply another flex here, so. And then we're going to know
Justify and space between.
space between.
Mm-hmm.
Never want me, We see a vision, Alright, watch this now. Make we.
Just the name underneath it.
Just the name underneath, so we want to name it beside it though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we'll put it back and try apply a div. Still not get it to the right man. So the method there was a good recommendation. But we still a search again, right? So we still trying to move the item inside the container to the right. Still a try to do it.
Align and over.
Well, it never worked.
So what is it previously? I mean, just to justify between the name and the time. you see that the time was aligned to the right.
Mm-hmm.
Can you just format it to let the name know be aligned to the left?
It's separate align them.
Right. So
So
he
put them
has
all in one container.
so it's Swiss church. Nice space around.
Space around it, that's it.
Yeah.
Good, each of
In
them
one
then.
container, yeah.
Let's see. Wait. Let us remove this space. So this is what we have with the space around. Still falls outside of this. So maybe, alright, make a remove back the div container. Let's remove it and refresh it. And let's try again, right? So we know say we have the list items. I'll try display reflected, right? Have the flex items. But we need to know how to move one item to the end. We know say we justify the content to the end, everything moves to the end. Center it, everything goes center. Start, everything at the beginning. Space around, right? So maybe space around or the space between could be a start, so much start. 'Cause we get two of the things in line the way they need to be. However, one still in the middle. So maybe we just want.
Can change by itself.
We could change it by itself. Yeah, so we're gonna. So maybe we'll pose another chat. Alright, so we go space between it, right? Because we know we get the image to the left and this to the right. We might want this close over now. So is there a way to align it by itself? So see if we can align a specific item. Maybe. That's a good suggestion. So they're saying to align one flex child to the right, set with margin left auto. So this could be a thing that we try. Let's try it and see what happens. So we want one of the child from the list of kids. Wow. So maybe if
Put
margin
it back
left,
and merge it over now the name account.
so you probably want to write it then.
Because if you could put back everything else and put the margin between the name and the 7 o'clock, maybe that pushed over on 7 o'clock that stay. And the name would have stayed. Like that.
Yeah, that's it. So what we did, we just display flex, justify the content space between,
Jesus.
That
right?
margin.
I will just margin auto. So you see, right now, before we're stuck on the 7 o'clock moving over here, so but we created another approach or
And
solution.
we created an answer that we never find from Google.
Exactly, we created our own answer.
Mhm.
So you see, sometimes that's the kind of creativity or creative thinking that we're trying to get at. You get what I'm saying? So idea is never the approach that you recommend or thought of might not be the only approach. There's different workarounds to getting the same results. Because we could I get this other way too. There's another way we can get this done. But like I say, you have to just think outside the box to come up with an idea that
Basically,
works
we create
for
our own
you.
answer we can even put up and say, you can try this way too.
Yeah, you can. You can, because you just did. So to create like as for Stack Overflow, you can create an account as well. So you can answer these questions too. So I'll go to my account and show you guys. Stack Overflow. This is my thing. So for each answer you get some points and thing. And then tell you the type of answers, questions you answer and such and so forth. So let's say you guys will just learn CSS. I want to take on some CSS question. Type CSS at the top and you look through. Maybe there's one thing that you could probably help somebody with. Maybe there's something that you thought of that you want to express. And if you want to ask a question, you can ask a question too. You ask a question and you post it, people answer. Bear in mind, they're people too, so they'll still give responses that might not be appropriate to you.
Mhm.
But, still worth a try. If something you're not clear of, you can start with the group, asking the group first that we have. If you want to attempt questions, you can do that too. So like CSS, I just learned CSS. So how to remove unused CSS using Webpack 4. So maybe you want to take on a challenge for yourself and say, boy, all right, here you know, me probably want to find out what is Webpack 4. I'm going on a rabbit hole now, type in what is Webpack 4. What is it? Probably do some reading, try to get an understanding. So you can go by your own quest for fixing these problems or solving these problems to get yourself points. So it's like a challenge. No answers are there. People post it. People want to answer. Maybe you want to help them. And sometimes look at the date as well. Like if this has from 2014 and answer and give, maybe you know what, maybe you want to ignore them. Understand? So maybe you want to go to the newest. See who really so recreating CSS fluid grading, wavy image background. So the questions will be asked and you can present your answers. And then the people like answers, them up rank it, up rank it, up rank it. And they get points, they get more recognition in the community and stuff like that. But depending on what's important to you. So if you just want to create a building, you can just build. If you want to help, you can go and help. Options are there for you. But Stack Overflow is one of
Oh
them.
yeah, we fix the problem.
Oh, what did you use?
Margin and space.
So they came up with a great idea. Well, you can show it.
Different from
Yeah.
what you would have done?
Well, they recommended using justify content, making the space between them, right?
And then put a margin to push over the 7 o'clock.
Yeah, so what do you have? Remove this. So them just say space between, and them say, all right, we need to move this to here, and as opposed to the 7. So they've changed the approach to the fixing the problem and come up with their own solution.
So how would you do?
Hmm?
How would you?
Probably the same, you know.
No, you said you had a different approach.
I did? All right, so how would I probably go about this? I'll start with my flex as well. I probably would have used this, probably with a margin. I would have started with this being a problem for me. And I'll probably look up, so align my item. So I want to align the item to the right. Yeah? How long will it take?
Some people say 9 months, other people say
Yes.
9 to 12 months.
Well, let me say it.
Assuming that you can read and write, you know, should complete.
I would say if you understand the fundamental, there's no telling how far you can go with smallest amount of time. So if you
3
know,
months?
yeah, 3 months.
3 months?
Yeah, it can be 6 weeks. You can learn to code in 6 weeks probably. Like build something and build things.
Okay.
Just yeah, that's what I say. Depends on your ability to learn still. A big part of it. Alright, suppose. Alright, wait. So I would try a couple of things. I would say, alright, cool, I'll come here. So I realize the box I get justified. I'll probably copy and paste a couple of things and try. That's how I would approach it. So that's align items. I'll still probably do the same align approach that we were taking a while ago. Let me confirm my search. Close up. So I know that this is a line whatever items. So center. It's probably ain't it. It's not what I'm looking for. Still look, still look, still look. So then pretty much give you an idea of what to do here, which is the same approach that you guys recommend. You run it, so contact it to the right, space between, bring the center text. I'll probably end up doing the same thing and thinking about it. I'll probably end up doing the same thing. So I'm a researcher lead me probably to the same thing. But I would have probably find it, I would have find it a lot, I would have find it already. You know what I'm saying? So, but I probably do the same thing. So justify the content, do the space between, and then align wherever it needs to be aligned. I'll probably use the same approach. So I'll look it up first thing, and then if it becomes a problem, I'll just look it up and find it. Approach will probably be fundamentally the same. But I highly recommend you guys trying this exercise out. Let's go into next week class because it really helps you to understand CSS more thoroughly, and you realize that you can start laying the items nicely and fixing deeper problems using Flexbox. So I did read Flexbox fun. Does everyone bring up mine? Up to 24. They got creative with all of them. You guys want to go to it? You want to try it? Really?
Yeah, fine, I go try it.
Huh? Okay, okay. All right. Let's. X. Later.
That's not bad.
It's a no this. X. Later. Yeah, man. We can't stop now.
All right.
If you 3 month girl. Huh? No, good. Well, I gotta just get some food and then